What is up, everyone? It is Andy coming to you on a Thursday, and you guys know the rules. If it's Tuesday or Thursday, we're taking on the house over at No House Advantage, where if we can pick 5 player props correctly, we make 21 times our money. That's what they got going on over at No House Advantage. It's the best payout that you're going to find on 5-player parlays. So if we can nail 5 of these, and it's very simple to do. They show you a picture of a player, Braden Point, 2.5 shots on goal, over, under. If you can pick that correct and 4 others like it, that's 21 times your money. And I'm going to give you NHL picks, but it doesn't just have to be NHL. You can do 2 from the NHL, 2 from the NBA, 1 from the MLB. You get 5 right, that's 21 times your money. And if you go over to No House Advantage using the link in the description of this video, they're going to match your first deposit up to $100. So you chuck in 100, you get another 100 to use, make 21 times your money. I ain't no math guy, but those sound like some pretty good numbers. So let's take a look at some of these picks here on a Thursday. You got the Tampa Bay Lightning going into Toronto with their season on the line, backs against the wall. They outplayed Toronto in the last 2 games and came out on the wrong end of both of those scores. So with their back against the wall, I'm expecting their main contributors on offense, the same names you saw on the score sheet for the majority of those 3 Stanley Cup Finals runs. 2 cups, 1 extra final. I'm expecting them to be on the score sheet once again. I don't know if it means the Lightning are going to win, but I'm going to take Nikita Kucherov over 1 point. If it was 1.5, I'd be a little more worried, but 1 pushes, 2 gets you a win. We saw him have over 2 points last game. The whole power play runs through his stick, and I imagine 1's going to come on the power play. I'm hoping for another 1 at even strength. You got that ultra stacked top line of him, Point, and Stamkos. I imagine Nikita Kucherov is going to be heavily involved, and I don't know if that means they're going to win, but I do think he's going to find himself on the score sheet tonight. So give me the over 1 point for Nikita Kucherov. And his line mate, the captain of the Tampa Bay Lightning, Steven Stamkos, I'm going to go over 2.5 shots on goal for him in an elimination game, a must-win game. I think that players like Stamkos, who bear the burden of being the captain, they're a little more likely to wing shots towards the net, get themselves in ugly areas, to maybe get some rebounds, get themselves in front of the net. And I'm looking for Stamkos to go over 2.5 shots on goal, whether those shots come from the power play or banging rebounds at home in front of the net. I'm thinking over 2.5 shots on goal is a good bet for that one. So I'll take the over 2.5 shots on goal for Steven Stamkos. And in elimination games, where your team has no more leeway, there's no more room to mess up, I always feel that players, not just Stamkos, are a little more likely to just shoot the puck. Get a puck towards the net and maybe get a bounce. They're more likely to shoot in games where there's no leeway. So with the Lightning facing an elimination game, I think everyone is going to just try to chuck pucks at Samsonov, which is why I'm going to take the over on Samsonov's saves, because the Lightning should have a huge level of desperation, despite the fact they controlled the last 2 games. I mean, they're not having any trouble getting scoring chances and getting pucks to the net, and I would imagine that would continue. The only way I could see this one really being screwed is if they have a 2-goal lead and really just try to shut everything down for the second half of that game. But if this is a close game, I really like the over on saves for Ilya Samsonov. And another goalie where I'm going to take the over on saves is Schmid over there in New Jersey. And why is that? Because the Rangers, a veteran-laden team with Stanley Cup aspirations, just had dismal back-to-back performances on their home ice. They were very passive. They seemed unmotivated. They thought the series was just going to be handed to them after their first 2 beatdowns. But now they're under the microscope. They need to come out and have a good effort. And similarly to Tampa, even though their season's not on the line with the loss tonight, I also feel like that means more likely to shoot. Just get some pucks to the net. When that pressure is on you, I feel like you try to relieve it by maybe shooting a little more, even if it's not the perfect lane, which is why I'm going to take the over on Schmid for the New Jersey Devils. I mean, when you think about a 3rd-string goalie, get pucks towards him and test him. I mean, he had 1 go through his legs that almost squirted out into the net last game. You got to think the Rangers are going to be chucking pucks his way tonight. I will take the over on saves for Schmid. I don't know how to pronounce the guy's names. I've heard 5 different pronunciations of it. It's classic 3rd-string syndrome, where you don't know the exact pronunciation of his name until the following season, because he comes out and he goes, "Oh no, actually it's Schnish," or something like that. All right, everybody, good luck. Make sure you're subscribed to the Odd Shopper channel here so you know when that next video is coming out. We do this Tuesdays, Thursdays. Click that notification bell, and then I will see you on Tuesday. Good luck.